Welcome back to the Hot 7 Nightly News. Students of the Division of Arts, Science and General Studies at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College recorded a 97% pass in the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations (CAPE) this year. A total number of 451 students wrote the examinations between the period of May to June in 21 subjects. There was a 100% pass rate in 14 subjects in the Unit 1 exams and a 100% pass rate in 12 subjects in the Unit 2 exams. At least 70% of the passes were grade 1s, 2 and 3. Speaking to the quality of passes achieved by students, Acting Dean of the Division, Lindy Ann Alexander, says the results are heartening, keeping with the trend of the last 3 years of overall passes in the high 90s. In the face of a myriad of challenges, she says the students continue to perform well academically. Well, in other news, National Security Minister Herman Gill Francis has shot down suggestions that he is feeding his ego by taking a woman police constable to task for not attending to him via telephone. An investigation has been launched into whether the officer was insubordinate in her actions. Here's Rochelle Gonzalez with more in this report.
Senator Herman Gill Francis is standing firm behind his assertion that a woman police constable should be disciplined for insubordination after she flat out refused to take his call whilst on duty. The Minister for National Security gave his side of the story surrounding an incident that took place during the carnival season, where a volunteer from the Office of the Prime Minister was attempting to aid the express immigration check of a group of Martinique nationals. However, the WPC was not willing to cooperate. Because of her unwillingness to comply, the volunteer called on the minister to seek assistance. This was when, according to the minister, the WPC refused to speak to him. Francis said, had the WPC conducted herself properly, she would have seen that he was not trying to throw his weight around. Instead, he was simply trying to help.
My intention, and I understand protocol, I understand the chain of command. All I was trying to find out from the WPC was what is the situation like there, how difficult it is for her to be able to deal with the influx of the Martinicans. And then I would have called the Commissioner of Police and said, let me tell you something, you only have 1 or 2 persons there, and there are hundreds of people there. Okay, so can you beef up the immigration department by sending a couple more persons? That's what I was trying to find out. And she just blatantly said that she was not taking my call. She didn't want to speak to the minister. And I felt very aggrieved at that, because there is no way that a police officer, not even verifying whether there is the minister on the other line or not, to find out what the minister wants. She could have come and just said, well, Minister, I'm so busy that I really can't speak to you.
Francis revealed that the Commissioner of Police, Severin Monchery, had told him that a letter from the Office of the Prime Minister was sent out indicating the arrival of the Martinique nationals, and that the order was to make all necessary arrangements to fast-track the immigration procedure. He said he is no stranger to this process.
This has been done all over the world. The cricketers come in, okay, 25, 30 people. You think each cricketer is going to take his passport and bring it to the immigration officer? There's not going to happen. A letter is sent from Foreign Affairs saying that the cricketers are coming in and so on, so day, and the list is there. The manager of the team takes all the passports and presents it to the immigration officer. When I travel and I have my entourage, let's say going to Martinique, I don't face any immigration officer. The list is there. Somebody comes from protocol, takes the list, brings it to the immigration officer with the passports, and we are shuffled through. I mean, this is a simple process.
The minister went on to condemn the members of the police force who have rallied behind the WPC in support of her actions.
And a lot of police officers are actually condoning that, you know. And if there's a disciplined police force and persons are going to give that lady support for her action, then we are finished as a force.
Have you made a report?
I made a report because I thought it was inappropriate for a woman police not to take a minister's call.
Francis said he does not understand why this has reached this far, and that the matter is seemingly taking on a life of its own. Reporting for Hot 7 Nightly News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
Thank you very much, Rochelle. The local agriculture sector is poised to benefit both technically and technologically from Taiwan. At a recent meeting to discuss the contribution of the Taiwanese to agriculture here, it was agreed that local farmers would be exposed to more modern techniques in an effort to sustain market demand. Solange Alfred reports.
The Technical Mission of Republic of China Taiwan in St. Lucia hosted a fruit and vegetable demonstration and extension project, which was presented by the head of the Taiwan Mission in St. Lucia, Mario Cheng. Cheng highlighted the need for an increase in St. Lucia produce production and articulated that marketing coordination was key in improving the project. The aim of the Taiwanese fruit and vegetable demonstration was to re-engage conversation on food security, import substitution, and climate change. In attendance was Prime Minister Alan Shastney. He emphasized the importance of penetrating new markets and applauded the efforts of the Ministry of Agriculture for reinvigorating efforts to bring the agricultural sector back to prominence in St. Lucia.
We want to see very wealthy farmers in St. Lucia, not just good farmers, wealthy farmers, and ones that they can now take care of their families, take care of their communities. And we know how important this is specifically for the rural areas of our country.
Head of the Taiwanese mission in St. Lucia, Mario Cheng, touched on key factors that brought about issues in consistency of produce. Cheng pointed out that the introduction of new technology to farmers will assist in production season regulation. Prime Minister Shastney endorsed the Taiwanese mission and the integration efforts that have been made with the Ministry of Agriculture.
The Ministry of Agriculture now, through its extension officers, and obviously with the support of Taiwan, in improving the farming techniques of those farmers. Because the more efficient that they are, not only can the consumer benefit from better quality and better prices, but they're also supposed to benefit by making more profits.
The introduction of Precision Agriculture Cloud database could yield higher profits for farmers and potentially transform the agricultural industry into a more lucrative one. Reporting for Hot 7 Nightly News, I am Solange Alfred.
Thank you, Solange. Your design style can win you big bucks. Find out how when Hot 7's Nightly News returns.